It's 10 p.m., time for the Good Life Radio Show with Jon Robert Quinn and Ben Godinez. The Good Life Radio Show is sponsored by Pest Control Center. Now, welcome to the show.
Stop air guitaring David Bowie and driving. It's not safe. It's pouring down right out there. Welcome to the Good Life Radio Show. I'm your Insurance 101 guy, Ben Godinez.
And Jon Robert Quinn.
The man, the myth, the legend.
You got it, baby.
And we are here today with a little somebody that's going to talk to us about what happens after you die. Mike, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great.
He is from All Seasons. As you can see in my coffee mug here.
The All Seasons Cremation and Burial.
Cremation and Burial, and it actually tastes a lot like death now.
It's not poisoned.
It's actually better. It is better than drinking out of an urn. That was the first thing he was thinking about bringing us was an urn, and we were just going to drink out of those.
Where is that? The Good Life urn? Yeah, I thought I'd.
You brought us a. So tell what is this?
It's just a little token of my appreciation for
our
inviting
first
me
gift
to the
on the show. Is it like it's like a little Good Life coffin, right?
Well, I brought some ink pens you can put in there.
Well, what's funny is I'll actually be able to fit in there alive.
Actually, it could be a coffin for all of Steve's squirrels that he's shooting out of the tree. I show up today and he goes, "I shot my first squirrel of 2016." I'm like, oh my gosh.
What in the world?
Oh, goodness.
But anyway, this coffee will wash down my cupcake craving here from Cupcake Craving down here in Sacramento.
Absolutely.
I think today I've got the caramel-filled double chocolate Dutch whatever.
Have you tried the cupcake yet?
I have.
Because we got Robin Sutter in the office and the studio today, too. And she's going to be talking about Guns N' Hoses in just a little bit. I should probably eat mine. So when you eat the cupcake, you didn't get one with our faces on it. Okay. So, when you eat my side, all of a sudden you become increasingly more handsome. See here? And then when you eat Ben's side, you get grumpy. It's more like hangry.
Now, in all seriousness, the truth is that when you eat Quinn's side of the cupcake, all of a sudden you know how to play Guitar Hero very well.
Actually, I cannot play Guitar Hero because I know how to play a real guitar.
Well, that's for us that don't know how to play guitar. They learn how to play Guitar Hero.
You guys play air guitar to David Bowie, right?
Right.
All right. All joking aside, when Mike got in contact with us, it was really a tough decision. He asked, have you thought about doing something like, and bringing a, burial, cremation, funeral service company onto the show? And
it's pretty odd.
I had to really think about this one. And then once I really started, let's write the pros and cons down. Let's figure out how to make this thing work. I realized that, number one, every one of us need this service. Every single one of us need him in our lives. That's the first thing. The second thing is, when it's too late, it's too late. The last thing you want to do is, okay, you get into a car accident or something happens. Okay, this is going to be a dark subject, guys. Hold on tight. Just like if your car was spinning out of control on 80. Hold on tight. No. When you pass, you're going to leave all of your problems. You're going to leave all of the setup, all of the, I don't know, even know the jargon. You're going to go into this here in just a minute, but
yes, you
leave everything to the family, which number one isn't really fair to the family because they're having to figure everything else out too.
And what if you didn't discuss what you wanted to do, burial or cremation, with your family?
That's a big argument. Especially when you've got families that are separated. I know my family was. You've got two sides. It's almost like you're playing in the pig game. You've got two people that are on the same. They do the same thing. They're on the same family, but they're opposing each other.
Correct.
And so you've got two different families of opinion, literally, and it's tough. I've been there myself with a lot of my family, close family, and it always inevitably separates somebody or alienates somebody from the family because of the decisions that are made.
So if you noticed here, I only ate my side. I didn't eat Ben's side. The cupcake craving. I didn't want to lose my hair today. But anyway, real quick, Cupcake Craving. Give these guys a call, 916-923-5995. Call them. Let's get into number one, who is Mike Lofton? Number two, who is All Seasons Burial and Cremation? And what do you guys have to offer?
Well, we're a licensed funeral home with the state of California. I've been in the funeral industry for 18 years. I've probably had contact with over 5,000, 6,000 bodies. in my 18 years. The one thing that I thought I can do by opening a funeral home was to be professional, give dignity to the family, the deceased, and carry out their loved ones' wishes the way they wanted it done. So I went out and started my place. I got information on how to do burials, cremations, scientific donation, versed myself on how to take care of people before they die, which is a pre-arrangement, which is usually prepaid through trust or an insurance policy. And I offer this to the community at low cost as a family-owned funeral home. And the difference between my funeral home and the others in town, they could be corporate, which they got some guy in Texas sitting behind the desk earning a salary, and you're going to pay for it. So that's what I do in a nutshell, and I just think that I do a better job, and I'm reaching out to the community to show them what we can do.
So, Mike, let me ask you. I mean, this isn't something that you grow up as a kid going, like it's like I want to be a doctor, I want to be a fireman, I want to be a baseball player. Mike, were you like I want to be a funeral home director?
I want to be an undertaker. You were watching the old WWF, weren't you?
Well, I actually.
What called you to be in this line of work? Is my question. I mean, it's so interesting.
Well, it is interesting because I actually was a firefighter EMT.
Oh, is that right? Oh, small world.
I kind of got into this business because I opened up a crime scene cleanup business. And then
now that your son owns that now.
He does. And so that led me into working with the coroner and the funeral industry. And then once I got knowledgeable in this, I was able to take it in a different direction and run with it.
And start actually helping people.
Yes.
Oh.
I think that's the most important thing. The Good Life, our whole premise on the show is to bring people together, build them up for better business. We've had that since day one. It's Reach, Raise, Release. It's the same foundation as my church. And you bring people together, build people up for better business. And essentially, it's exactly what you're doing, except instead of building them up, you're putting them underground.
No pun intended.
Building up the family members.
That's right.
I told you guys it was going to be a tough subject. So
it's so essential. It really is. I don't know why. I was talking with somebody else about this the other day, but we don't learn this stuff in school. School, in my opinion, like when I look back to high school, like I don't use anything from high school other than home ec class my last semester of senior year, because now I know how to cook. I know the basics of cooking, and I use it on a daily basis. But for the most part, it's just knowledge.
Nobody
it goes
knows
in and
this
out.
stuff.
You study, you cram, you take a test, and you forget it all. Nobody actually tells you, hey, I think it's just to be so essential that you go through a wills class or something in high school. Let's make a will in case something, God forbid, happens to you now, so that your parents at least know what your final wishes were.
What's our prep work? What do we need to do? Where do we go? Okay, so I called you and said, okay, we've got a family member who's sick. What should we be doing?
Well, there's a few things that you should be checking into, and it is the type of care that you're going to need for your family. Is this something you can take care of at home by yourself, or is it something that's ready for assisted living or convalescent care? Once you make that decision, then you come into a funeral home. We set up a prepaid arrangement, which is the person who's going to pass away. What are your wishes? How do you want to be buried? How do what kind of casket do you want? Wood, metal? And then there's different religions, so all that plays into it as well.
Absolutely.
So when you are deciding, you put together a prepaid plan. Everything is taken care of when that person passes away. That allows you to grieve with your family. You can be with them. We're going to start all the stuff in the background. You're not going to know what's going on. We're going to take care of filing the death certificate, the permit, getting the cause of death, ordering the casket if that's necessary, or an urn. So we're going to do all that.
What about the tombstone and the actual marker?
Well, that's something that we can sell at a funeral home, but I don't, because it's something that I think the cemetery should do.
Well, the reason I ask, Mike, is kind of a loaded question, actually, because I actually work with somebody that does headstones. That's all they do, granite work, tile work. They do marble, all that kind of stuff. So I should connect you, Sergey Machnovsky with PSM Monuments out there in Sac on Madison. But I know a little bit about final expenses because of what he's taught me, and everything that you've just said is something that needs to happen before you go and get your marker.
Right.
Right? So they need to come to you first in preparation, not after the fact.
Well, if you want a choice in the decision of what you're doing, a pre-need arrangement is good. We always hear about that Facebook post that somebody puts out there that it's a funny jargon or slogan that they put on their own tombstone. And so if you want to do something like that, this is the time to do it with a pre-need.
Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Maybe this is a one-off question, but I'm just thinking out of my personal experiences what's happened before. When the family, you said prepaid plans, but what if the family doesn't have the money until the person passes and they're going to get a settlement because they're a beneficiary of a life insurance policy, or maybe they're a worker of the state, something like that, and they have final expenses that. So do you work on a lien, or how does someone?
There are a few ways. The prepaid arrangement, like I said, is something that you can put down as small as $150. Okay. Then you can make monthly payments, $10 a month, $50 a month, till it's paid off. You're looking at placing this pre-need 30 years before you pass away.
Yeah.
If you put that together, you can buy a nicer casket, and you're looking at saving almost $1,680 since the amount of the funeral industry goes up 16% every 10 years.
Wow.
So if you wait 30 years to purchase all that on a $3,500 funeral, you're saving quite a bit of money. The other things are life insurance policies. We'll work with the insurance company to take those.
Okay.
And the family is not out of pocket. The other thing we do, we'll put the program together. You don't have to pay. The paperwork's done. Your wishes are there. And then we move on from there.
Okay. That makes sense.
Well, we're going to go to a commercial break.
Well, wow, I'm all warmed up.
Oh, no, this is... it's like science. I don't even know where I'm going with this thing.
All right.
We're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Stay with us on the Good Life Radio Show.
Creating better business. It's the Good Life Radio Show, sponsored by Pest Control Center.
Hey, welcome back to the Good Life Radio Show. I am your co-host, Insurance 101 guy, Ben Godinez.
And Jon Robert Quinn.
And we're sitting here with Mike from All Seasons Burial here in town. And Mike, all of a sudden, the room just got a lot darker.
Yes. The lights almost went off. In fact, the
dim.
camera's going to shut off here in the middle of this segment.
No, actually... Quite the contrary, Mark. You're actually bringing a lot of light to the situation. I appreciate you being here because this is stuff that's just not discussed. It's because it's a dark subject, people avoid it, and then it's too late. And I certainly have been on the rear end of that, having to make tough decisions for my family. And we're just here so that you can educate us, and it's an essential topic that needs to be discussed. So we want to learn more about it.
Well, it is mostly a taboo with most communities, religious communities. They don't want to talk about it until it's that time. Pre-planning is not something that they want to think about because they feel it's going to draw them closer to death.
Yeah, no. You know what, in my experience, just from dealing with life insurance and insurance in general, the folks that prepare for the worst case scenario usually never happens to. It's the people that don't prepare that the worst case scenario happens to. It's just like a karma thing or a guru or whatever you want to call it. But it's you're putting the vibrations out there and you're preparing, so it's like the universe responds to it and says, "Thank you, you've prepared."
Let's get into the top things the funeral directors won't tell you, but of course you will.
Me? You're going to put me on the spot?
I am putting you on the spot. You brought us the stuff. Let's talk about this here. So it looks like number 8, a family does not need to hire a funeral home or mortuary to facilitate a loved one's funeral.
No, actually, you can facilitate your own funeral, but the reason you're hiring a funeral home or director is because they know the proper etiquette of getting things done. A lot of families don't know how to file a death certificate. They don't know what doctor to contact, the cause of death. All that stuff's got to be done before you can get a permit to do a cremation or burial. So you're hiring the funeral home because they have the knowledge, they have the equipment, I don't think a hospital is going to let you use a wheelchair to wheel somebody out of the hospital that's passed away.
Oh gosh.
So
didn't even think about that.
And what entrance are you going to use? So we know all these things. So the next thing is
funeral pricing.
Yep. So we're under the Federal Trade Commission to provide pricing either over the phone or through a general price list, which we call a GPL. And anytime somebody asks you a price, it is our responsibility to make sure they get that information right then and there before we go on. So this also works with a casket price list. So anybody that is a licensed funeral home in California must also publish their general price list on the website if they have one.
Didn't know that. So you can go on right now and you can kind of get an idea of what a casket might cost. Wow.
Caskets, they run, my lowest price casket's $880.
That's actually not bad.
My highest is $6,000. Mm-hmm. But other funeral homes, their highest caskets can go anywhere from $65,000 to $100,000.
Gold plated with like
Wi-Fi, I don't know.
Yeah,
whatever you got to put in it.
They have little
Bluetooth
baby monitors on
in
them.
case you just want to, somebody wants to tune in from the outside,
And then choosing the funeral package.
Well, the federal law allows you to choose packages. That the funeral home is allowed to offer it. But what happens is you get in there and the funeral home says, here's a package price, and you don't want to use their casket. So what happens if you bring your casket, the funeral home is going to have a disclaimer stating that if you do this package, you have to buy the casket from us. Otherwise, you have to itemize everything, and then that's going to bring your cost higher. And so the Federal Trade Commission says you must accept any type of casket. I've actually accepted one where somebody made it at home, just a pine box.
I was going to say, like, I made it out of sheet metal, or sheet rock or whatever it's called, drywall. No, so you can make your own casket and you can bring it to the funeral home and say you got to use it.
Yes.
Wow. You use plywood.
Walmart and Costco also sell caskets now.
Do they really?
Yep.
Wow.
And so
yeah, they sell everything now.
the only problem is that when they're sent to you, they could be damaged in shipment.
Oh, okay.
So if you got a funeral that's taking place in the morning and the casket shows up that afternoon, do you have time to replace that casket, or are you going to use the damaged casket?
I didn't think about that. That's something. These are just things that we don't talk about, We don't think about these things. You just show up and you assume that everything's going to run smoothly. But if you do it all on your own and something falls through the cracks, then who do you turn to, right? Doing it at a place where it's, like you said, backed by federal law, and you have regulations that you have to follow, and you have supplies that are there, you can tap into all that, and you can actually help direct that.
Well, also, being a funeral home, you have options out there when people come to you. They don't know what to do. I just got a call over the weekend, and they had a 8-year-old child. The casket that the funeral home purchased was too big for the ground.
Oh, wow.
So they'd contacted me because I kind of have little connections here and there. And I got them a casket. It was delivered this morning, 7:30, and it was made yesterday.
You got to be kidding me.
Yep. And it's a cloth-covered wood casket. They're a little.
Okay.
It's what they had originally, but it was fit and designed just for the child.
Wow, that fast, within 24 hours or whatever.
Yes.
That's incredible. That's incredible. So, I mean, what does a casket like that run? Was that one of the $800 ones or whatever?
That was actually $400.
$400. Wow.
Yeah.
You can get by with less. See, I remember, my father passed away when I was 15, and we didn't have enough money to bury him. We had to cremate him, and the cheapest option was, I don't know, it was probably like $3,000 or $4,000. So my expectation was that a casket was at least a few $1,000s, and then the physical cost of burying him was another $5,000 or $10,000. But
the cemetery is where your biggest expense is going to be.
Okay.
Most of those are corporate owned.
Right.
And the funeral homes, you can do direct burials as low as $995 with our funeral home.
Okay.
That's basically, we're going to put him in a casket, unembalmed, and we're going to take him to the cemetery without the family there.
Okay.
Price goes up to $12.95 with the family present.
Okay.
We offer packages with certain cemeteries. We can do a complete burial for $4,200. Includes the casket, the burial, opening, closing of the grave, all the filing of the paperwork, transportation with a hearse.
Wow.
Everything's all included, $4,200.
That's not bad at all.
So that's the best that we've been able to put together for the community.
I'm glad that you're just putting numbers out there, because this is opening me up to a whole new world. Because my expectation was it's at least $15,000 to put somebody in the dirt. That speaks a lot, because I think people need to hear those numbers so that they know that it is reasonable and it is something that they should plan for, because maybe they don't want them just to do the minimum, because maybe they think that when they pass, their family is just going to do the minimum and they want something, a little bit more grandeur. They want a big celebration. They want a big wake afterwards. And so by coming to you, they can actually plan for that and start budgeting for that in advance.
Right.
All right.
So the other thing, when we talked about prices, what you can afford, there are other options that can actually be done for free.
Okay.
The first one starts with the county, and they have an indigent program. But that program, if you own a car, then you're not going to qualify. But the law makes you responsible for your next of kin to take care of that arrangement. So even when you go indigent, you may receive a bill from them, but most of the time it's free. The indigent program will bury in an undisclosed cemetery with about 500 other cremated remains.
Oh, okay.
So you're not going to know. So the next program is scientific donation. That program will allow other people to receive, more of a program. Doctors use body parts for surgery, learning how to intubate out in the field, hospitals, and they will actually do what they do with the body, cremate the remains, and then send them back to you if you wish, or they'll scatter them at sea at no charge.
Wow.
So that's a great program.
I didn't even know you could scatter them at sea. I thought it was illegal to do that.
No. John Denver had that, didn't he?
Oh, really?
I think John Denver in Monterey Bay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Wow.
So
heavy stuff, but good stuff.
Where are we at? I know I'm kind of behind the 8 ball here, and it's okay. I've told Steve now that whenever we make a mistake, to just keep it, because it just makes the show funny. And usually it's me making the mistake. So
what pre-planning should people be doing right now? Should they all just wait until they're 50 years old or 60 years old and they retire, or could anybody at any age start planning now?
Well, we obviously want an adult to be able to plan their funeral.
Of course, over 18.
So that they can sign all the paperwork with us. That goes on file. The earlier you get in life, the more money you'll save in the long run.
Like with most things, I think.
Well, if a grave is, and you can also do a pre-need for a cemetery, not just the funeral home. So we are two separate entities. So if a cemetery is going to cost you $5,000 now, in 30 years it's going to go up maybe 15 to 20 grand.
Wow.
So I've seen people that have had their pre-needs done, and they've gone in there, they've paid a couple $100 for the ground, and today it's worth $5,000.
Wow.
So
investment.
Yes. Plus, you can sell off the plot.
That's
if
what
you
I was
need the
going to
money.
say.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say. You purchase, you turn it into an investment essentially.
Right. Okay.
Long-term investment.
Yeah, that's a long-term investment right there. Absolutely.
And you can check with funeral homes.
Do people make businesses out of that stuff?
buying real estate, right?
Some funeral homes actually on their webpage have for sale plots to certain cemeteries. Every once in a while, you can catch it on Craigslist.
Interesting.
So it just depends. Family needs money, or let's say they got a plot and he ended up being a veteran and he got a free burial at the veteran cemetery.
There you go.
So
Okay.
And
you got an extra plot now.
Correct. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, we've got one more minute. We've got Marcus Wood's Mortgage Minute that we need to air here. So,
Absolutely.
Steve, go ahead and run that tape.
Hey, this is Marcus here with MarcusWood.com. I'm a mortgage consultant, and I'm committed to helping your family transition and make 2016 the year where you actually buy a property and make a wise decision. Get into a good, solid, safe loan, and don't have any issues with what's going to happen in the future. Rates are at an all-time low, and as you can see here and here, homes are going up. This is an opportunity for you. This could be your next home. Call me direct, 916-234-6350. You can reach me here. Go on my website at marcuswood.com, MarquesWood.com.
Man, this guy is on fire. Okay, so him and I, we spoke again this morning. And, dude, I can't believe how many deals he has in the pipe right now. Like, seriously.
He's on fire. He's a man to talk to. He's probably getting some business from last week's show.
That's the point. That's the point. So, he's just on fire. He's just killing it. I think the big thing with him is he's got such a huge heart that he sits down with the client and he really just finds their needs. He makes sure that he's taking care of these people from beginning, middle to end. And then, of course, Paramount Equity has that 14 to 21 day policy. 18 days they're getting your loan closed, where the competition's doing it in 3 months.
Right. I think the thing is with people, they don't feel sold when they go to Marcus Wood. He's just a consultant. He's just like a friend that's in the business, and you're just asking him, unbiased questions.
Well, we're going to go to a commercial break. We will be right back.
All right. Stay with us on the Good Life Radio Show.
Now, back to Ben and Quinn and the Good Life Radio Show. Brought to you by Pest Control Center.
I see dead people.
We're talking about death, and our camera is dying as we sit here.
I'm looking at it die. It just died.
It just died.
We've got 3 cameras in here, and the only thing we got left is Lofton sitting here with an iPad.
That'll work. Welcome back to the Good Life Radio Show.
Business is business. That's just the way it goes.
I'm your Insurance 101 guy, Ben Godinez.
And Jon Robert Quinn.
And thank you to Mike and All Seasons Burial Cremation Services for being here.
Who's now our cameraman.
Now he's our cameraman. And this is so funny.
It's not funny.
I love it.
We're sitting here with Robin. Robin, let's introduce you. Welcome. You are alive and well, I see.
I am.
She's not dead. And she's here representing Guns and Hoses, the inaugural firemen and police football game that's here in town. So can you tell us a little bit about that and what your role is with that?
So I'm the media gal for Pig Bowl Guns and Hoses, and we'll be celebrating our 42nd annual football game on January 30th. We hope that the community comes out because our goal is to give as much as possible to the charities, and we have first responders, our firefighters, and our law enforcement that are practicing as we speak right now, and they're ready to lock arms and go after each other on the gridiron for the benefit of the community. One of the coolest things about it, and what really got me involved, besides my dad being a part of it when I was a kid, and that whole Jerry Rice story I'll tell you later. Yeah. But the idea that they give the proceeds to different nonprofits. Now, I know we've had Mike just talking just a little bit ago, and he was talking about cremation and funerals. One of the charities that Pig Bowl Guns and Hoses helps support is the law enforcement chaplaincy as well as the fire chaplaincy. And the law enforcement chaplaincy, they actually go out to the crime scenes and they help the witnesses and families cope and how to get to that next step. To contact Mike or contact the people that they need to have to help support them in such a tragic time. And then also Viva, Victims Assistance. Yeah, I mean, they do the long-term counseling, and they help out with the children. So if the children have seen a murder of their family members or of their dad or their mom, Viva has counselors that go there and help the children with their long-term care and counseling. And, one of the ways that you can help, I know, Quinn, you were asking that. Come on down to the football game January 30th. At Sac State. $10 tickets, Ben. That's a great investment. We were talking earlier about investments and insurance. It's insurance knowing that you're taking your kids to a family-friendly... Mike, there you go.
He's pulling a Rakowski.
I love it. He's just going to show us what some of the hits look like for come game day. He's going to give us a preview. But one of the ways that the community can come out is just... come out. It's a family-friendly event, $10 tickets, free parking, and we have a kids' safety fair to help prevent tragic accidents like what Mike was about ready to show us.
Almost fell back in his chair onto the other camera and tripod behind him.
He did on a side.
That's fine.
He
wasn't wearing the helmet we got. Can we get that picture of that helmet there?
And we have the All Seasons Burial and Cremation coffee mug there.
So you guys were asking me about this helmet. It's got a lot of different stickers on it. And this is one of the Razorbacks or law enforcement helmets. One of the reasons why the game, when you see the game, you'll see different stickers on the helmets.
Can I put it on?
Absolutely. It's really heavy, so watch yourself. Oh, there you go. See, you're ready to play.
Look at that.
He's got the tough face on, too.
Yeah, he does.
But the stickers represent fallen officers
Yeah.
and fallen comrades, and they do
Not
it as a
worthy to wear this
tribute
helmet.
and a memorial. Right, there you go. But there's a couple on there that have recently passed in the past year.
Mm-hmm.
So $10 tickets, Sac State. You could either call me. In fact, Quinn, is it okay if I give my personal number?
Do it.
Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness.
Please.
Okay,
Hooking
so
people up.
you
Absolutely.
can
Whatever you want.
You can reach me at 530-302-5414.
One more time.
530-302-5414.
Is there a
And
website?
there is pigbull.com, and you can look it up on Facebook, Guns and Hoses.
And we'll have all of this on our website. We'll have it on the Facebook page. Obviously, we're supporting this organization, and
Awesome. We're gonna be there.
whatever you need, you ask. You
Oh,
just
dear.
tell us where we need to be. We're there.
I
know
need
what?
him to sing the national anthem. What do you think? Good idea?
You want me to do it?
Mikey.
Well,
oh, actually,
hello.
no, Quinn, please.
I'll do it on the guitar, man. You want like a Jimi Hendrix version?
Oh, that would be awesome. But
I can do that.
real quick, I wanted to tell you guys, so while we're promoting the football game on January 30th, we do events all year round. So we have
really?
March Mayhem, which is the basketball bracket series. And then
Okay.
we go out to community events at Safetyville and hockey and baseball and
I heard about
all
that
year
actually.
round.
So do you guys host an event at Rayleigh Field?
We did. We were a part of that this year.
Yeah, that's
We're-
right. I was at that game actually. That was awesome.
Who won?
Good
Putting you on the
question. I
spot.
think it was I think it was the police officers because my buddy is a fireman. He played on it. I think he lost. So,
Oh, dear.
but I could be wrong.
Do you
I could've
guys
been
do
2 years ago.
anything? I'm a car guy, so I'm like a driver. You know,
Yes.
you guys did used to go out to the racetrack at Sears Point or whatever it was, and you guys would do the dragging. You can drag race the police cruisers. Do you guys do anything like that?
Oh, my goodness, no. But I think, Quinn, we can get that started.
That would
I
be
think that's a
awesome.
great
Sounds
idea.
like a fun idea.
Dude.
I'm signed up.
Have you in the Mercedes? I'll do it in the
Yeah.
Abarth. Let's race those. Let's put those interceptors to the test.
Yeah, it's
That
fun.
would be great.
That'd be so much fun. Well,
Oh, I'd
we'll
like to sign
definitely
up.
we'd love to promote you on a weekly basis here. We got one more show until the 30th, right?
Correct. Yeah, but we can always for
Promotion.
other events and stuff as well.
Yeah, but we want to get as many people to this January 30th football game. So,
Like I said, whatever you need from us, any airtime you need, you just let us know, and we'll
Absolutely.
get it to you.
Okay. And I have some tickets for your loyal listeners.
Boom.
oh
if
wow,
you guys wanna
give
do
them out.
that.
Yeah,
Give them away.
yeah. How many you got?
Absolutely. You tell me how many.
too.
What?
Yeah, Mike.
I think I brought 3. No, I brought however many you guys would like. I believe I brought 20 for
All
the
right.
loyal listeners.
All right, let's do this. Whoever calls me right now, 916-289-3710. One more time, 916-289-3710 gets 2 tickets.
Give them
to the
4.
Pig Bowl.
Give them 4. They need a family there.
4 tickets.
All
4
right.
There you
tickets
go.
to the Pig Bowl. See, we're not even, race is not even on the sheet. The heck with the sheet. We don't need the sheet.
We'll throw it out right there. Yes.
4 tickets. Give Quinn a call and get
All
the
right.
family there to support.
We're going to go to close. We've got Paloma Rush, who's got the
Paloma
song President out of L.A. She is on fire. She's killing it. You can go to our website as well and download it off of the website. Thank you all very much for listening to Good Life Radio Show. This was a cluster, but
I'm glad we ended on a good note with Bob in here. That was a much
This was
better
a
way
good
to end
time.
it. Yeah.
cameras died, people falling out of chairs. It was almost like Rakowski was on the show.
All right. Well, thanks for being with us.
Action packed. I love it. Thank you guys for having us. Pigbull.com. Go see us there.
Bigbull.com. All right. Well, thanks for being with us on the Good Life Radio Show.
Have a great night.
We'll tune in later.